about me. You the one saying you will divorce your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
And let me send this target up to Mr. Amara Conan or Senator Amara Conan, or who he calls himself nowadays. Mr. Senator, I'm saying this to you. My name is Philip Brown, and you know me extremely well. The very next time I hear you saying foul things that you cannot prove about Mr. Moni Captain, you know what me and you pass through. This is not a threat, this is a challenge. I will put up documents. As far as I'm concerned, you are the most corrupt Liberian that ever lived. You want to take me to the challenge? Take me to the challenge. The next time I see on your page, or I see all these negatives coming out of you, without telling the Liberian people the truth, I will put up documents on your corrupt deals. And let's see if the Liberian people don't run you out of town. This is my challenge to you. Okay, if you cannot tell the Liberian people the truth, don't try to destroy an innocent person. This man from Charles Taylor time.
So when you put me at the helm of Liberia, then people start saying, look at the story of Liberia, like people talking Rwanda today. But right now, don't lift your hope too high. Things will get nasty, things will get dirty, because nothing's going to change. Even if you made Jesus Christ Minister of Finance, nothing can change. Nothing will change because the expense is looking you in the face. You have to fund everything. A training of 10,000 people, young people in IT in 6 months by President Boyka, we think is a joke. Clearly, it's not realizable. Training in IT, you don't, first thing first, 10,000 people. Where are you going to gather them in the first place to train them? Let's assume you're not going to gather them to train them. Let's assume you're going to stay to your houses to be trained. So that means government is saying it's going to have constant electricity, it's going to have internet availability, or it's going to provide solar to the beneficiaries. That make that program extremely expensive. And then you can't train anybody in IT in 6 months. What we need to do is to establish STEM education in our existing schools that already have brick and mortar, that already have students sitting in the school, right? Where teachers are, we need to reposition our educational infrastructure because we have all of the information. USAID has done it for us, many other institutions have. So we know the teacher deficit, we know all of these things. So clearly for me, that is just a joke. And if you say, let's take website development. If you want to build a proper website, you need more than 6 months. Let's just take the simplest sort. If you need to do coding, you need a lot more than that. So, and then how are you going to train these people? If they stay to the houses with the inconsistency of electricity, the fact that they can't afford data, how are you going to train them? So it's not clearly realizable. So we need STEM education.
You sat down on Ellen for 12 years. Even diplomats say you didn't learn it. Oh, the woman, you know the woman said 12 years. You didn't learn nothing on Ellie. Ellie was very program. Ellie knew everything. You sat down because you were so angry. You sat down on Ellie, you learned nothing. Look how you running the government today. Is this what you told us? We said we wanted change. They're not for you to be right private jet. And Joseph Boyka is not about the private jet. Before the election, Joseph Boyka went to Ghana, then investor, then billionaire get Joseph Boyka money for a campaign. Then Joseph Boyka proved me wrong. I told your friend. I told you they all got involved with the thing. You get your son involved with government. Maybe we'll reach a crossing point. By the time his security start attacking my left, I will go to Joseph Boyka and I will use voice on him. And Jojo passing around me the day he myself Bola. The day Jojo and myself Bola, he attacked me. And the day Simose will see somebody. The day you myself Bola, you attack me. And the day Simose will see somebody. You know me, eh? I'm not scared of going. I want to say the war I'm gonna make come so we can go there to exonerate ourselves.
I'm not coming new to government. Right. Although in different positions, I ran a public corporation that was credible. And I can tell you that I come to work not with friendship. I have friends, but there is a clear line of demarcation between friendship, family, and managing. With the experience that we come with a country that celebrate 176 years. And with the life of our people living below the poverty line, I don't think we come into government again to start thinking about our family, to start talking about, I think we come there to make sure that we give the Liberian people hope, and I'm committed to that.
During the campaigning, you talked a lot about the country's youth, who are the majority of the population.
Reconciliation starts immediately in Liberia so that everybody can have a sense of belonging, and we can avoid any other upheavals in Liberia. It was a lesson for Africa. We need to learn from Liberia. We need to know that elections take place regularly, and if you are beaten, you hand over peacefully and hope for better luck next time. And we thank Liberia, and we salute the courage of President George Weah.
The president vetoed the agreement and said there were plenty of loopholes in the agreement, and he's sending it back to us to correct it. That says that President Weah was senator for 3 years or so, and he know anything about the legislation. That's how grossly and incompetent this gentleman has been, and thankfully we rescue the country already.
You think Joseph Boakai will use my hand to be corrupt? The corruption he will not use my hand to be corrupt. And watch the process and see. The process has started. And the police refuse to say for the people. Then that means there's no police. Police say for me, I will not come. And they make attempt to come for me, they can't handle my case. I'll be fighting to take one call from one of them. What's supposed to start will start.
This country is the rule of law.
Oh, I can't walk into the police. You see the rule of law, right? Follow the law, right? Let them not respect me and go through my case. That big man you see Rachel Kune doing so, they make one to World Trade Center. We will know Joseph Boakai myself who went to World Trade Center. So watch the process and see. You sat there on Ellen for 12 years. Even diplomats say you didn't learn it. Oh, the woman, you know the job. The woman said 12 years. Joseph Boakai learned it. You didn't learn nothing on Ellie. Ellie was very program. Ellie knew everything. You sat there because you were so angry. You sat there on Ellie, you learned nothing. Look how you running the government today. Is this what you told us? We said we wanted change. They're not for you to be right private jet. And Joseph Boakai not about the private jet. Before the election, Joseph Boakai went to Ghana. Then investor, then billionaire get Joseph Boakai money for a campaign. Then Joseph Boakai proved me wrong. I told your friend. I told you they all got involved with the thing. You get your son involved with government. Maybe we'll reach a crossing point. By the time a security start attacking my left, I will go to Joseph Boakai. And I will use voice on him. And Jojo passing around me the day he myself, Bola. The day Jojo myself, Bola, he attacked me. And the day Simose will see somebody. The day you myself, Bola, you attack me. And the day Simose will see somebody. You know me, eh? I'm not scared of going. I want to say the war economic come so we can go there to exonerate ourselves.
I'm not coming new to government. Right. Although in different positions, I ran a public corporation that was credible. And I can tell you that I come to work not with friendship. I have
Don't trouble nothing too much of that.
But there is
1, 2, 3, I'm loving you. 4, 5, 6, I'm missing you. 7, 8, 9, I want you back. 1, 2, 3,
I love you.
4, 5, 6,
I'm missing you.
7, 8, 9,
I want you back.
Here within my arms again.
Long time no see. Out your love, I'm lonely. I miss you, and it's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? I'm waking up in the middle of the night without you, and it's so unfair. I toss and turn, reach for you, only my pillows. Soon awake, the morning sun rises, but I'm alone. Hurts me so.
1, 2, 3, I'm loving you. 4, 5, 6, I'm missing you. 7, 8, 9, I want you back. 1, 2, 3,
I love you.
4, 5, 6,
I'm missing you.
7, 8, 9, I want you back.
Here within my arms again.
It shows on my face.
We're back again. We're back again
Has been erased.
on this wet Thursday. On the 18th of July 2024, the day set aside for another person to be introduced in this sovereign world, and the day taken away many others, why they would be awaiting the test of time, trial, and judgment day. They are waiting on us. We pray that our ancestors be in a better place, but we yet not pray to be with them. But we always pray for them to be to a better place and perceive that they are living or they are in a better condition after death. But we don't want to visit them at all. And that is why we are not what we know, but what we are willing to learn. And of course, good people are good because they have become to wisdom through failure. Yeah, they have come to wisdom through failure. And your worry is a lamp for my feet and a light for my path. That is why the first problem for all of us men and women is not to learn, but to unlearn. That's the first problem we got.
Long time no see without your love.
And that's how it is. Long time no see. That's best friends of yours. You must be the change you wish to see.
What have you done to
and spread love everywhere you go. The only thing we have to fear is the fear itself.
And it's so unfair.
And of course, get this at the back of your mind. Darkness cannot drive darkness. Only the light can do.
7, 8, 9, I want you back. 1, 2, 3.
And of course, the more of everything at times tend to be nothing.
7, 8, 9,
so we say thank you for coming on. Bit and Pieces this afternoon. We say welcome. Those of you in the diaspora following Bit and Pieces.
4, 5, 6.
So we say good afternoon to you. And thanks for joining us on this 18th day of July 2024. Sam Andrews is on sabbatical. Sam is not too well and been battling the cold for a couple of days now. And we're wishing a speedy recovery to join us anytime soon.
I miss you.
So until then, I'm here. I'm on the show.
And it's too hard to bear.
Until otherwise others, right? Certainly. Too many things happen in our country, Liberia.
Without you.
Liberians, we need to ask ourselves, where have we gone wrong? To be treated like this in the hands of our political leaders. It's said that the various political seats of our country got cursed. Or it got different motive. People will come to us, tell us, convince us, tell us they are the best, and when we entrust them, they turn the worst. What is happening to our country? It said that the ancestors of our country are not happy with the leadership. Or it said that the ancestors decide to treat us this way. Or it said that the ancestors don't have control on the land anymore. So we ask for your intervention, God. You are the supreme. So folks, we say welcome to the show, Bit and Pieces. Those of you who passing through, we say good afternoon and welcome. Bit and Pieces regularly comes away Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 o'clock. Today we got a lot to talk about in the country. Too many things happening in the country. Some will appear to be in your interest, while others will turn to be bitter with the decision and understanding of the nature of life and proceedings of politicians in our country, Liberia, nowadays. So to run you through and later move on to people who have come on, President Bwaka has re-nominated officials for local government positions in Marigibi County after a long query by supporters with their many expectations that things were somewhat sorted. The Joint Committee on Public Accounts at the National Legislature has conducted its first public hearing into the Auditor General's report on the separate audit reports conducted between June 2019 to July 2024. And on the other side, we got Liberia Presidential Press Secretary Kula Fofana admits Bouaka Kung administration attempted blocking Kimia's appointment at ECOWAS. And on the other side, Education Minister Jackson Jala updated Liberians on the education sector and was on yesterday at the Ministry of Information. So these plus many others, correspondent Ramsey Singbe is set to bring us on this afternoon at 4 with detail about the CH Renning Hospital in Kakata, Maigibi County. My name is Edwin Melvin Jua, and we on up to 6 o'clock. So we take short break, and as we come back, we acknowledge those of you who have come on and move on with the talking point. But before we take the break, let me inform you that the cash giveaway is on. Today, we're giving out 2,500 Liberian dollars. And the more you play, the more you stand to win. So if you want to be a winner of the 2,500 Liberian dollars, you need to play with just 100 Liberian dollars. So the more you play, the more you will win. So Bit and Pieces cash giveaway right now. All you need to do is you dial *799# OK and select number 8 voice of Liberia. Enter and play with just 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents. That one is cent, not dollar. I can appear in some both ear. 70 cents. That's 70 cents in Liberty, that $100 LD. So play with 70 cents or you play with your 100 Liberian dollars and stand a chance to win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. So keep the entry coming. That *799#. You OK and select number 8 voice of Liberia. Play with 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. And on yesterday, our lucky motorbike winner, we hope to bring him on tomorrow so he can share his experience with you on tomorrow. James Tier is our lucky winner. He won the motorbike on yesterday, making it the second motorbike we will be giving out. And we still on consultation with the back dealers, and they bringing the back already with the sticker voice of Liberia cash giveaway. And I'm really sure that maybe Wednesday we will call James here and have the ceremony like we did for Lami Bouaka, who won the first motorbike. So James Tier will be here on tomorrow. We will provide the coverage so he can talk to the public, just a brief about how he played, how many times he played. But you will listen to himself, what reliefs has the winning of the back brought to him. And we will also inform you that the entry is on today, 2,500 Liberian dollars. Play with *799# OK and select number 8 voice of Liberia. Play with 100 Liberian dollars and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. The more you play, the more you win. Winner never quit, and a quitter is never a winner. Now we take the break, come back, and go to those of you who have come on shortly.
Long time no see. Without your love, I'm lonely. I miss you. It's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? I'm waking up in the middle of the night without you, and it's so unfair.
1, 2.
Okay. So we say welcome back. So we say good afternoon to the people of Banga City, Bon County, those of you in Swakoko, those of you in Batalala, those of you in Batawi. We say good afternoon to all of you. Those of you in Salala, Totota, and coming down to Maigibi County in Kakata, Habel, Smenotes, Cutting Tree. We say good afternoon to all of you there listening and following the broadcast in every part of Liberia. You find yourself. We move those of you who have come on. Marcus Gompu Pikin say good afternoon. I'm watching from Ganta City, Nimba County. And Moses Lake joining from Kakata. Mark James, good afternoon. Edwin Melvin Juan, it's my pleasure to join your show this afternoon from my end in Ganta City, Nimba County. Papi Keita writes and say good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. CDC Papi Sources Keita from Duporo. And this person, Gamodi M. Phillips, he said, good afternoon. Marcus Jide, say, good afternoon, VOL family. I'm watching from Sofin community, Paco Ping, is it, yeah, Paco Ya, Congo town, okay. And Yumotro Kringa, he comes on. He said, good morning from Minnesota. Edwin, glad to be here with you. Thank you, Yumotro. You're welcome. Joseph Dawon, good afternoon, VOL. I'm Joseph Dawon, presently watching from Ganta City, Nimba County, Guinea Row, Melonia Quarter. Thank you. Juje Wonwe, good afternoon. I'm following live from Johnsonville. Alahaji Fofana, good afternoon, VOL. Peter Gore, Chato, Peter God Chato. He said, good afternoon. I'm watching, where's Peter? I'm watching you from Kawa Patrick. Okay, Peter, thank you for coming. Emmanuel L. Kamara, I'm watching from Banga City, Bon County. And Soare Mustafa, I'm watching from Congo Town, Monrovia, Liberia. Sorry, comes again. Good afternoon, my VOL family. Kudos to you guys for the great job. And dearest Bronskin, good afternoon, Joan. I'm watching from Sinker 16th Street. Thank you for the hard work, brother. We are getting there by the grace of God. Liberia deserves better. So those of you who will continue to come on, we will acknowledge you in the segment of the broadcast. We move now to our first talking point, what has to do with the education ministry. The Minister of Education yesterday appeared before the Information Ministry to provide an update on how the ministry is proceeding. And in country, every ministry is being charged with the responsibility to make a report and understanding to the people that the ministry, the challenges, the progress and challenges of the ministry or agency. And people wouldn't hold you that much responsible when there are things going wrong in the ministry, especially when you're given your position on how things are proceeding in the ministry. So on yesterday, Minister Jackson Jalai appeared and she gave few, updates on several other things in the country. When a person is appointed as a minister, he or she comes with a wealth of experience, giving the outside connection to partners to lobby and bring in the needed materials for that ministry, especially the education ministry. Our education sector is being considered as a flawed or is filled with a lot of flawed. The fraudulent education practice in Liberia has caused a lot of incompetent graduates from various high schools, universities, and all vocational schools. People will take education very lightly in our country, and they will be involved into compromising and bribery about how one should be promoted from one level to another or from one class to another. Minister Jalaron yesterday expressed a lot about the improvement of the education sector, and we want to say it seems to be there will be a great working relationship in the education ministry, giving a very beautiful start where the minister will have an update, and every minister who is okran and charged with the responsibility and has the IQ to come on with an update to the public will never struggle for any maltreatment from central government, because the public will always understand the challenges being faced in that ministry, and the public or audience will always try to caution the central government to allocate more to that particular ministry. So on yesterday, Minister Jalai appeared and told a lot about how the education ministry is to be. She talked about 5,223 public schools and 4 abandoned schools construction, 15,435 employees, 3,640 are female, and 11,795 are male. And out of the 11,795 male teachers in Liberia, you got just 10,285 employees, and the 3,640 female teachers in Liberia, you got let's say 36,000, right? Yeah, the 36,040 female teachers, you got 12,716 female teachers. So it will make you to understand the level of female teachers that are unemployed and the level of male teachers that are unemployed as well. They also make an emphasis on teachers who are employed, but some will not take the assignment very seriously, because a person who might have the thought that they graduated from the University of Liberia, the Stella Maris, or the African Methodist Episcopal University, or the United Methodist University, or the Cottington, would not want to be assigned in the bush. And mind you, you have been employed by government. You now automatically become a government property. The government has every responsibility to assign you wherever they have school, so you can teach the younger one to improve society status in Liberia. So those teachers who will graduate from the university and have the degree, most of them wouldn't want to go in the rural part of the country. Why? Because most of them, given the understanding that the flood in education in Liberia has almost been a custom. So almost all of the teachers are accustomed to the flood in the education sector. Someone who graduated from the university, who have passed through the rank and file of the teaching, capacity in Liberia, the present, most of them wouldn't want to go in the rural part of the country. Why? Because the population in the rural area isn't that encouraging, that when the president gives tests and students fail, the activities will not be much, and students who will bribe that teacher will not be much. So you see, most of them wouldn't want to take an assignment in the rural part of the country, subsidizing the operation of government through the Ministry of Education. So most of the employees, you see, when they send them in the rural part, sometimes they trying to find an escape route, they will be malassing. Even if we send them, some of them are not punctual. So the ministry now will have to be very proactive on the regulation of teachers in various schools. Make sure that you have a regulating team where they will travel from one school to another. If you want an adequate system set in place from the education ministry, you will have to have that regulatory system where people will go and check on teachers. They're not only checking on the teachers because the teacher is on campus, but at the given period, is the teacher in class or the teacher has left the class, especially in the rural area, they will leave the class, go sit and drink palm wine. So students now wouldn't take that, to be something, they will want to use it as an achievement, in fact, because both of them too appear to be lazy. So when a teacher should have gone to take his palm wine, you will see students too will go to join the teacher. So at the end of the school year or the close of the school year, you see students braving the teacher because the teacher has the authority to send the grades to the grade committee of that school or to the vice principal for instruction or administration. So in much that students didn't do well or the teacher did not teach well, the teacher will try to create or formulate a system, a pattern where he will need the involvement of the student, given a 10 months the students have served in the school and don't want the student to fail because he or she was not also proactive on the teaching. So at the end, there will be a dialogue. And when there will be a dialogue, when the child is graduating, this is why you see most of our children graduating from high school cannot compose. You see them, they will graduate. You parents will be very proud that your child is graduating. You will rent the best of car to go for your child on the campus, cook the best of food to the house to entertain people who will come to compliment your child. Frustratingly, desperately, your child to give a speech of an appreciation, to just stand there and appreciate the parent, because graduating from high school, I don't think it worth a particular topic being discussed. It's just about the appreciation and the experience over the past 12 years, the one you can remember, and to tell the people that at least you can stand before people and talk. But mind you, after all what the parents will go through, students coming out to present themselves as a graduate to the community dwellers, you see them saying all kinds of run-on sentences. They're just talking their own thing, and we who can be watching it, some people can make mockery out of it. People laugh with it. But the school the person is graduating from, it tinted the reputation, it tinted the recommendation of that school. Before a person can graduate, I think the school itself should have that level of tutorial that before a person graduate, how they have it in the university, right? You go and defend your TCE or what you have learned, put it to practice, and tell the people exactly how prepared you are before going in the outside world. I'm recommending this to various schools authorities or the Ministry of Education, that if you want a flying color of a child, the best thing to be done is the school should have a writing committee different from the 6th period and exam or from the WACS the person will take. Mind you, WACS is a public test. There are people who can pass in WACS and did nothing in the class. And there are people who would do the class and fail in WACS. So that's just by the instruction. It's not actually about what you know in WACS. Most of the people who pass in WACS can do many more. So if you pass in WACS, it doesn't mean you are smarter than the person who fail in WACS and pass in the school. So the school itself should have a writing committee set up. Before a person graduates from the school, the person should come and stand before the committee. Tell the people what you have learned over the years. Imagine, in university, you go for 4 years. Technical and vocational school, sometimes you go for 6 months, and then you go for 1 year. Sometimes you go for 2 years. Associate degree, you go for 2 years. High school academic schooling, you go for sometimes, let's assume that you will go for exactly, before you can have a promotion, right? Or before you can graduate from high school, if you're taking it from the kindergarten level, you might go for like 13 or 14 years based on how you are smart. So 13 to 14 years in school, the school expect you to have something different, something good in the coconut. You wouldn't graduate and can represent yourself before even the school. So sometimes school proprietor will say, we teach you, we enforce you, we'll not force you to put it in your head. But if you can't force the person to put it in their head, right? Yeah, we agree, but the reputation of the school is going. Sometimes some boy graduate, but sometimes when you graduate and call the school you graduated from, some boy can just laugh. When you ask them why you laughing, say that PC school. Why? Because the product of that school not making headway. Those are reasons. So the minister on yesterday also talked about upgrading system, platforms. So there are a lot more the minister talked about on yesterday. Let's see whether we can bring on the minister so we can talk a bit. Let the minister have her say on the issue about the education sector of our country. So we're trying to do everything possible and get you the minister quickly. So let's get this little break while we adjusting ourselves to bring on the minister. Let's see whether we can take this. Let me see. I want to bring you education stuff and think, yeah. Let me see whether I can bring you this stuff quickly, and then we will move on to the minister. And once we move on to the minister, afterward, then we go to you now to tell us, and so you can have a say. But we would catalog few things. Very few we'll talk about after the minister has given us her thought on the matter. So that's it. Let's take the break shortly and come back.
Nobody else but you. Because my sweetie boom boom. Nobody but you. Yeah, man. Check it out. You're my sweetie boom boom. Check it out now. When I look into your eyes, tell me what I see is paradise. You sweeping on my knees and make my blue sky to shine. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you, my sweetie boom 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 boom. Yeah. You make me shine like a star in the sky. Nobody else can love me like the way you do. I'm in love with you, my sweet.
And of course, that was David Mel, right, on that song, and we move directly to see whether we can take the education minister for what she said at the Ministry of Information regarding the ministry. And it's good to know exactly that there are too many things working outside government. And it would interest you to know that some people in the interest of the government and some having in the interest of the government. Not everyone that is appointed in government will work at the will and will do the needful to ensure that things are on course in government. I'm trying to lay my hands on the minister on yesterday. And let's see how we can have her on this radio at the moment. Minister Jaso Jala. And
the Ministry of Education is poised to ensure that our education system is revitalized. While our weekly programming on Wednesdays, Ministry of Education at midweek, and on Sundays, conversation with the Ministry of Education serve as mechanisms through which we engage with citizens and share valuable information from the ministry. It is, however, important to leverage media opportunities to continue to enhance the ministry's visibility and public knowledge of the ministry's operations. So one may ask, what's the mission of the Ministry of Education? The Ministry of Education is mandated to provide quality education for all and prepare future leaders who are capable of handling the task of nation building, protecting our national heritage, and enhancing the socio-economic growth and development for the sustenance of the Liberian state. Based on that mandate and the arrest agenda, there are key goals that we must work to achieve. One, which is stipulated under the arrest agenda, the Human Development Pillar 3, is strengthen the national education system for improved education outcomes across early childhood education, primary, secondary, and tertiary education. Diversify and promote technical and vocational education training, and improve education systems and governance. With that, the ministry priorities are centered on the following activities: girls and inclusive education, teachers and administrators upgrading, expansion of TVET programs, monitoring and supervision, infrastructure, and school feeding. It will interest you now for me to highlight the state of affairs we inherited upon taking office. We inherited scholarship arrears for international and domestic beneficiaries, unsettled WIAC and WAS areas for testing and membership, delayed and abandoned school construction projects by contractors, poor public school infrastructure, inadequate support to schools for operations, a massive wage bill that covers 15,435 employees, of which 3,640 are females and 11,795 are males. Of that number, 13,001 are payroll teachers, of whom 2,716 are females and 10,285 are males. Insufficient qualified teaching workforce, of which 35% are credentialed at the ECE level, 45% credentialed at the primary level, 31% credentialed at the junior high level, and 26% credentialed at the senior high level. These numbers pose serious risk to quality education. We also inherited insufficient assets in terms of tools for work, computers, vehicles, office equipment, office furniture, and salary disparity. Nevertheless, we have started strong, and this government has made significant strides. Through the 3 departments within the Ministry of Education, we've been able to achieve the following. Of the $2 million that was owed in scholarship arrears, $1 million was approved, of which $579,119 for international scholarship arrears for July 2023 to June 2024 has been paid. And of the $420,881 remaining for local scholarships, $211,153 has been paid. We've conducted a county assessment tour in 14 of our 15 counties to assess the status of the education delivery service. In we'll commence the annual school census, which we will develop and redesign. So this is a critical piece that is being provided to the ministry and the government.
So we say thank you, Minister Jala, for that brief conversation. She said a lot, but we just thought to bring on few on the show so you can have the understanding on how the ministry is running. And like we told you, she said the ministry inherited 4 abandoned school construction projects. And when I talk about abandoned, the contractor firm that was awarded the contract to build the public school, either the present, because sometimes some of the lawmakers can give the contract to list. Sometimes they hire their own construction company, and sometimes the construction company will request or require for uh, 25 to 50%. Sometimes the person who awarding the contract will tell you do a prepay. So they will do it, and somehow the agreement will not go suitable, and sometimes they can leave it at time because of the rainy season as well. So she talked about the inheritance or administration as a minister. Honor, that's it to the Ministry of Education. They inherited full public school construction, and she talked about no support for school operations. And it's obvious that bulk of the schools don't have operational funds. The government school, people will ask and say and sit and perceive that the government, it is their responsibility to provide everything in the school, and the administration of schools will go about collecting some fees to help have that suitable environment for students to go, especially to buy truck, buy sheet, buy pen, sometimes fix the armchairs in the school, because some government schools, since it got established, the government has maybe donated chair to that school or supplied that school maybe 1 or 2 times, but since then nothing. So most of the government schools are operating on their own. So the name would just be on them as a government school. You wouldn't see the government supplying those schools with the needed material. So at the end, the administration will have to use their own description to see as to whether, if they will have a smooth academic path, they would tax every student to pay a fees. So this is where you see some government schools will ask students or children, pay this amount for registration, pay this for ID card, pay this, and they will create that entire stuff so that the school will not be shut down or said to say they're waiting on government for supply. So some parents will be in compliance, some parents will not comply because they feel that it is the government responsibility to do everything, and government is capacitated in doing it, but they are very weak in responding to their responsibility. So at times you see people reneging, people dragging, especially some of the administrators. Then she talked about, the scholarship. The Ministry of Education can offer scholarship to people who are in the classroom. I mean, teachers who are teaching and have not met the required status to teach up to certain level. So if you apply for the Ministry of Education scholarship and you pass maybe through the procedures and the criteria, when you meet everything, they can award you scholarship. And she talked about the 2 million that was put into the budget. 1 million came, and out of the 1 million, you had like 579,919 dollars for international scholarship, and you get like and other went to a local scholarship. Local scholarship has to do with people who going to high schools, and because some people, they got high school students on government scholarship. That's the Ministry of Education scholarship. So, but anyway, we hope that the minister of this path will be able to work in that ministry, because it is seriously challenging in that ministry. We know exactly in the rural part of the country, students are still sitting on bricks. Students are sitting on piece of plank. So the minister will have to be proactive and vigilant in going from one county to another, especially the west east, the northeast, and the southeast. You know, the Bapolu Bell, Bapolu, Lower Lofa, and Upper Nimba, going to the east part of Nimba to the southeast, Grand Jida, Grand Crew, River G, Sino, coming to Bonga, some remoted, communities, Kakata, Magibi, and so on. So the country, the entire country is being challenged. So the minister will have to be vigilant enough and have a tear eyes to looking beyond the situation at that ministry if you want to succeed. And her appointment was one of the key things that got people being interested in her appointment and were satisfied. It has to do with she comes from America, and anything come from America in Liberia, we can heal it, we like it, whether it good or bad. But once it comes from America, we feel America that good play, anything from there is good. So she comes from America. We hope that the connection or partners she got in America, she should not only think or depend on the government alone, but she should use her expertise, use her connection to have things working at that ministry if you want the ministry to succeed and compete with other ministries in Liberia in accordance to the arrest agenda. So we move to the line now and get your say, what you have to say about the Minister of Education. And the guys give away this on as well. Keep the entry coming. That star 799 hash OK and select number 8 for the Liberia. Play with $100 and win yourself $2,500. Our students, most of them are lazy, not taking the lesson seriously. A result to many of them giving a lot of disjointed sentences during their graduation. Have you see? Let's hear you what you get to tell your students as well, and what you have to do, what's your understanding on the education ministry. But keep the entry 0770-907-907 and keep your entry coming to on star 799 hatch OK select number 8 for Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win 2,500. Hello? Your name and where you come from?
Hello?
Hello, you live. Your name and where you come from?
Good afternoon, Edwin Melvin Dua. I'm Francisco Mokra. I've been joining you from the capital of Monrovia.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Thank you for your presentation you have disclosed to the public this afternoon. But on the issues concerning about our education system in the country is very poor. For one part, sometimes I blame the school administrators because they don't want to encourage the students to get them money. Because they can say, oh, we give you an assignment, we give you that assignment, you should put one LD or you should put LD either. So at least when the Ministry of Education can put mechanism into place in a sense that they should get agents on the field that will monitor most of the schools. I think it will be the best solution. Because our education system is not playing in the country, my brother. Thank you for your advice. Have a blessed day, my brother.
Thank you. You made your point. You said teachers are responsible, or the oh God, the phone, I don't know. But keep the entry that star 799 hatch OK and select number 8 for Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. The previous caller has made a point. He said administrators are responsible for the backwardness of our students, because if you ask them to do an assignment and they will always tell the student to pour money in the assignment to bring it, so it make the student or that child lazy, they wouldn't want to study because they feel they will add money or put money in the assignment or the test and present it to the teacher, so they will know that the teacher will have a sympathy at the end of the year. 0770-907-907. Who is responsible? 0770-907-907. Quarter discuss the education ministry and move on to another this afternoon. And we got winner. Let me take the caller first. Hello? 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 A person going off. 0770-907-907. 0770-907. Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Your name and where you come from?
Oh, you speak of Asia Robert. I call from Chocolate City.
Yeah. Israel, let's hear you.
Yeah, ready for our educational system. You know, these days, students, most especially our 12th grader who are anticipating the work out of the water high school, you know, the fault is mainly based on the administration, as the previous colors place it. You know, these days, administration don't check mark the students, they graduate the student because they are interested into the fees, the graduation fees, don't really carry the children for proper, you know, examination that will qualify them to be able to graduate to the next class. You know, ready? Our education system need to be worked upon so strongly. That's my only contribution.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you live. Let's say your name and where you call from.
Patricia from Princeton.
Patricia from where?
Princeton.
Okay, let's hear you, Patricia.
Yeah, the education system you're talking about here. Just yesterday, I was arguing with somebody. So you know, I was taking read newspaper. They don't even know half of the minister, all the ministry's name. What is very get on me is when you give them like assignment or question, they will take the first page and go in. So there is no phone now. How they are going to manage? They're doing assignment on phone. So no more library again.
Yeah, they got library, don't.
But no more library. The children now everybody get phone.
Yeah, that's.
I say we are justice minister. They will go on the phone. They will get it from them. We are finance minister. They will go on the phone. They will get it from them. But they hardly read newspaper. They don't listen to news or even about current events. They don't know nothing about it. So it's very frustrating, my dear.
Okay.
So maybe the minister will try and most about the one she was talking about the train aspect part. I agree to it because the children too small, they will take the whole street.
Okay.
In the New York train, see what happened in the last of the small children car ran into them. So if you get a big campus or you get a big football team, or let's carry the children there, they're happy, they train for that whole day around the team. Parents go and pick on the children and go on the street and go parade.
Okay.
Thank you for the conversation.
Thank you, man. Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, Dra.
Good afternoon, Bembo. Is it Bembo? Eh?
Yeah, this is Zach F. Bembo.
Okay. Just hear you.
And I call from Upper Cover. Thank you for the talking point. And I don't want to be fast to say when the Christmas will be good, you know from the East. But we expect good things to come out of this government, especially Liberians who they have called at least to contribute. So the minister has started on a good footing. It's just that our people can be like white chicken. By the time you praise them for a little thing that's done, then you go in a rare or. But there are a lot of people, Joa, that are on the government payroll and they are not taking their assignment, even though they are assigned. And some of us, we volunteer to the extent that we don't even have interest in being in the field. Every school you go to will have assigned teachers, but you don't see them. So people just take home and collect, and it's bad for our educational sector. We can be here all of the time, the whole years. Then when it comes to everything, we are behind in it. There should be things that we can boast of. If we are behind in this, at least we are improved in those other ones. So I think she's starting on a good note. And when it comes to the issue of drilling, yes, we agree with her. Those people should drill on our campus or on a football field. The flare day, at least there are schools that can be selected to drill. We see them because we can have all of them because there are many. But I think they should have their drilling right on the football field or around the campus. It's just that some of the schools now are very congested due to capacity. So, yeah, we appreciate her and I hope we can continue to do well to improve our sector.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Joy.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Your name and where you call from?
Then Mr. Marvin M. Jabo calling from Point 4.
Minister who?
Marvin Jabo calling from Point 4.
Yeah, let's hear you, Minister.
Okay, yes. What your topic are very interesting. Your topic, but what I see here in the country, we need for everybody to stop.
To stop what? Hello? Oh, the Minister of Credit look like Finney. Hello?
Yeah. Oh.
Your name, where you come from? Amos?
Yeah.
So, our site in Banga is on?
Yeah. We're getting it live.
On the radio there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear you, Amos.
You know, all routine that the minister said, it is right, but the problem that we face that 85%, let me just say 80% of our installers are to be blamed because they put money first. They put the education. They are not clear the normal day, the people were too clear to escape the boy and the girl children. But now people, every instructor, they running behind money, be a prisoner, register, anybody, they get one money. Every day we get a school there around in Banga here. People will tell the children you're being wow. When you pay today, tomorrow, you can tell the children you're not being to put it there. You imagine a second fee, they will put your children off for it. So they put money first. The mess that in the school today, the teachers, most of them are responsible because they don't want to teach our children to put money first. They forgot for educating the younger one. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Your name, where you call from?
My name is Evan J. Uriah, calling from Tony Street, respected GSK.
Yes, sir, you.
Okay, thank you so much for the topic on our discussion. Let me first applaud the Minister of Education, the Minister of Education in Liberia for that big statement that was made by her. But it is so frustrating. What really stopping the Ministry of Education is implementing their policy. They came up with a statement the other day that no government school should pay more than 5,000 and no private school should pay more than 100 after graduation. But can you imagine, I have a case of going to a school that they charge each parent to pay $75 USD. So they really say that if the parent refuse to pay that $75, the leadership will be taken that they will not get before cut, and the children will not be opportunity to have cut to graduate. So what I'm trying to say is that if you come up with a first treatment to the product is good, we applaud it as a citizen, but the implementation as a Minister of Education, that is what we need. Because if you say something, make sure that there be implementation. And school administrators are also causing serious problems for students. Imagine sometimes when teacher is on screen and you enter in classroom, you will not teach with a reading mind because they happen in the institution I worked before, right? The mayor used to tell us that at the end of the day, I'm working for my money. And since the putting payment on time, I won't be opportunity to teach.
Thank you.
So these are some of the things that are very affecting us. So I applaud her, I applaud the Ministry of Education once again, and I hope their implementation will be one of their greatest things that they will work on to see how possible that they can implement every policy that will come up with to the public.
Thank you. Hello? Hey. Keep the call coming 0770907907 and the entry dial *799# OK and select number 8 Voice Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win $2,500. Hello? Hello?
Good afternoon, Mr. Joa. How do you do?
Well, I'm fine. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, my name is James Bade and I'm calling from District 16, Nikru Town.
James, let's hear you.
Yeah, we talk about our school system. We listen to the minister. But the Minister of Education is the one that has a very serious problem. You understand?
What's the problem?
Most of the staff, the minister, the deputy minister, most of these people got schools. Yeah? You see, let me give you an example. What is the extent of paying parents to buy uniform on campuses? And we never used to do that. And things were all right. You were going to go on campus, there was color you're supposed to buy that the school is using. And you go and buy it and sew it. You pay the parents to can't spend $35, $40 for student uniform that you can buy outside there for no more than 1,000. The corruption.
Okay.
Yeah? During our days when you don't go to school and they have exam or test or quiz, when you go do the makeup, they give you a piece of drum to perform, you cut grass and whatever, but they will ask you for money. And when you pay the money, they will give you the grades that you don't even search for, that you're not supposed to get. So you see the corruption, you see the problem the people are introducing in the school system. So the school system will continue to be a mess. You know what I'm saying? Until the Ministry of Education, can go and redraw on the drawing board and set everything right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello. Good afternoon, bro. Your name and where you join us from?
Thank you for this topic. Leadership is about motivation. Influence is about actions. The way, especially when it comes to the motivational, aspect. So, but leadership is not about position, or it's about some unique characteristics of that leadership. But because the vision of people and they don't have at least characteristics, but instead of the one they prioritize position. So they will attack the back. But what I'm trying to say is that the government, especially the Ministry of Education, is there. The government is there to sort it out. This year, okay, in our country, they pay are we here? I'm not saying this is a recipe for teacher corrupt, but I guess I got PS. They are teaching them. Someone look at me and see me not that. Hello?
You live?
So, more like intellectually. You see, and I guess yes, he from the Royal Appeal. And then I got the ring and all I did is education. Can't teach me the gaming not passing out. They look at you.
Okay.
And I said, now, who so you know what I mean? You tell me that important. So you know the importance. So you subscribe to the importance of my education that I got. So now if I happen to corrupt, so now who is encouraging me now to want to corrupt?
Okay. You get it.
As I just said, the government there, in all countries, they're there to sort it out, the charity division, but they are not doing it. Somebody struggling to come with a school. They look at the number of stars they have there. Maybe some teachers and some institutions, they get support by, the one I said, they don't want to pay the teacher according to their qualification. I get BSc, some I get A, then paying off across the book. That is on B.
Okay, so thank you. You made a point. Let's take the person, the last caller. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, your name and where you come from?
My name is Avin Smith and I park on the Ralphie Highway.
Avin, let's hear you.
Yeah. What here is our school system, the teachers are not really not but before school starting to call up right, and if you're not put your hand in serious school and to learn, but in the school to pay money for the book. Is that correct? So we asking the minister to get put into our school system. Thank you.
Thank you. You made your point. Shortly, we take our first winner on the cash giveaway. So we're gonna take our first winner on the cash giveaway. All you do is to keep your entry coming. That star 79. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, let's just take the person to be our last caller now. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, name me where you come from.
I'm James calling from Liberia-VOL.
Yeah, James, I'll hear you quickly.
Okay. The problem here is that the Ministry of Education have more to do
Because you taking somebody with BSc, sending them in the interior there, then paying $6,000. While the teachers are in Monrovia, are teaching 1 or 2 places. So they have to consider those things. Government come to say they were going to please teachers that are going to the interior to give them more something added to their salary, but nothing at all. So the Minister of Education has to see to it that teachers going to teach in the interior should be given, should be added, half of the salary to be added to their salary, and they will be encouraged. But you don't do that, you only send that teacher, and even when this teacher graduated from the university, you send them without anything. You got to send them with a little resettlement package to go there to sit down there and teach.
Okay.
In fact, in the place in the interior, no communication, no television, nothing is at all is there. So they have to see to it to do these things there to have the education sector better off.
Thank you.
Again, they have to see to it that the private schools, the mission-related schools, some of them pay their teachers only for 10 months, which is not correct. The education is not for business; it's not for profit making.
You said they pay teachers for
to help the government.
You said some of the missionary schools pay. Hello.
In that direction, yeah.
Yeah, you said some of the missionary schools pay for how many months?
10 months.
10 months.
10 months.
Yeah, but a private school, I think private school went for 10 months.
Yeah, check some of them. The Ministry of Education should check. They pay the teacher 10 months.
Okay. Thank you.
That which is not fine.
Thank you.
They got to pay the teachers the whole year round, because teaching, for some of us, when we're teaching, when school closed, that's the most time we do our research, do this and do that. Because the education system is exposed, so some of us we left teaching.
Okay.
We left teaching.
Thank you.
They have to see to it. They got to include more incentives in the school. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You made your point. They need to add more things. Okay. All those recommendations are taken by the Ministry of Education. Keep the entry dial *799 hatch OK and select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win 2005. We now talk to our first winner. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
My name is Edwin Melvin Joa. Call you from Voice of Liberia.
Eh?
My name is Edwin Melvin Joa. Call you from Voice of Liberia.
Yeah, I get in.
You play Voice of Liberia Cash giveaway?
Yeah, I play 2 times.
And how you play and when you play?
I play first. I wait when you're showing the code, my press start on nana. You my play that I play, but only the Magic Kingdom. They continue playing, you will win a big prize.
Okay, so you finish winning the prize now, yeah? You win 2,500.
Thank you. Nana, I believe it like you. And now I believe it. Thank you. I'll keep on playing. I'll encourage my friend to play.
Oh, you have not been believing it?
Yeah, I play 2 times. And I play 800 and I win on further that bro. I play the push your heaven 400 and I win.
So you how many? So that first time playing on Voice of Liberia now?
No, I play on further that bro 400 I lose all and I win.
Okay.
Me send the money I play.
And how much you saying your account Jenna and play?
500 I say I use 200.
Okay, so you get 2,500 now, yeah?
Okay, thank you. I will continue playing.
Okay, but you already believe now. You already know that too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So the guy has won himself the 2,500 Liberian dollars. So all you two gotta do is you put in your entry that *799 hatch OK and select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with just 100 Liberian dollars and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. And 2,500, it can be part of ball. Yeah, honestly, it can be part of ball. So let's pick our second winner quickly. We'll come back and go to our next talking point this afternoon. So keep the entry that *799 hatch OK and select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with 100 Liberian dollar and win 2,500 Liberian dollars this afternoon. So we pick our second winner now. Let's see what we pick our second winner. Yeah, the spin is on. That means spin quickly. You who want win it now, you can put in your entry And when you put in your entry, you'll win. Honestly. So keep it coming. That star 799 hatch OK and select number 8 for the Liberia. Play with $100 and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. So Shada will pick our second winner and move on. Now we go. Hello, man. Please go away from the radio. Go away from the radio now. Your radio behind you playing. Hello? Hello? The radio behind you. When will you be talking and giving on the feedback now? Try to do something better with it.
You getting me?
Yeah, I hearing you now. But man, teleport off the radio. Yeah, tell them to off it now because the feedback, getting the feedback on this side. Hello?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
So you already know that you win, right?
Yeah, you call me.
Yeah, so how many times you play?
I play 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, today I play with 200. Yesterday I played 600. Before yesterday I played 100.
Yeah, but today when we're talking about the day you play that the day you expect yourself to win.
Yeah, today I play with 200. I play the first 100. Later I play the 700.
Okay, so you win yourself 2,500, yeah?
Thank you.
But you don't see the money?
Yeah, in my phone I see a congratulations. I win 2,005.
Okay, so take it easy, yeah?
Okay, thank you. I didn't say no. Can you, bro? Thank you.
Okay. So she's excited. You can hold on her excitement at the moment. So keep the entry coming. That star 799 hatch OK and select number 8 for the Liberia. Play with 100 Liberian dollars and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. The more you play, the more you win. Trust me, as you play, you win. We send your money to you immediately. Now, we move on to the next pointer. The Joint Committee on Public Accounts and the National Legislature has conducted its first public hearing into the Auditor General's report on 3 separate audit reports conducted between June 2019 to July 1, 2024. Before we just go in depth into that, is widely accepted that this government will audit and people will do the needful in society. No monkey work and baboon to chop. So the auditing process has started. The GSC conducted the audit and the House of Legislature has requested for the audit report. And through the report now, the committee will go through the report, validate, investigate, and see that those reports by the GSC are legitimate and genuine and concrete for substantial evidence beyond all reasonable doubt that the report is guaranteed and concrete. So if that will go on, any director or a minister who have misdirected public funds or misappropriated public funds, the legislature would turn the person over to the judiciary for investigation, and they will charge that person. And if the person is guilty, they will send the person to jail. Whether you were a minister under George Weah, because they talk about 2019 up to July 1, 2024. So this whole investigation or the whole hearing starting from 2019, because we had took over 2018 January, I think 22nd. So from 2019 up to July 1, 2024, the work in between there by the minister or the director, the GSC went through all of the audit reports and they have submitted the reports to the Public Account Committee for hearing. And the House of Legislature will have a release on the hearing for the first day on yesterday. So we will go through the report, come back, listen to the Public Account Chairman, Clarence G. Garr, Senator Amara Conan, and when will be the next hearing, and what you think will be the outcome of the legislature report. Do you think people who will be guilty or found guilty in these reports will actually be sent to the judiciary for prosecution, or they would just do the artful or they would do the gentleman agreement thing, and what for you be given to you and you be served free? But the public is watching. We like the stands this day in Liberia, especially the digital world. Everything now in every sector is being exposed. Unless for what you and your wife would do and keep it secret, but everything in the ministry and agency, even if it take 1 year, 2 year, imagine now they bring in a report from 2019 up to current. Somebody was asking as to whether the report will have covered from former President Ellen Day, where they talk about from 2005 up to current. Said no, government don't work that way. Government audit the predecessor. So the past regime is the one, the current regime is to audit. So when you see this audit report ranging from 2019 on former President George Weah up to current, that's the reason. So they will not take from Ellen. So it is Weah who's supposed to have review the audit from Ellen administration. So the ministers and directors under former President Ellen were to be audited by the GSC and reported under the administration of former President George Weah through the hearing. So now the Joint Committee on Public Account and Expenditure at the National Legislature has conducted the first hearing on yesterday, Wednesday. Now we go to the House to give us exactly what happens. The Joint Legislative Public Accounts Committee, PAC, on the Honorable House of Representatives and the Liberian Senate have commenced public hearings into Auditor General reports. They include the Auditor General's report on the financial statement, audit on the National Disaster Management Agency, NDMA, for the fiscal period of June 30th, 2019 through June 30th, 2021. Others are Auditor General reports on the compliance audit of the Liberia Opportunities Industrialization Center, LOIC, for the period June 30th, 2019 to June 30th, 2020, and the financial statement audit on the Liberia Road Access Management Project of the Ministry of Public Works for the period of July 1, 2020 through June 30th, and July 1, 2021 to 2022. Speaking during the opening ceremony on Wednesday, July 17, in the joint chamber of the legislature, the Joint Committee Chairman, Representative Clarence G. Garr, said the hearings are in accordance with Section 4.2D of the General Auditing Commission Act of 2015. Representative Garr assured the public that the process also seeks to accord due process as required by law, void of politics and religion. He said witnesses will be given a chance to express themselves and further information about the Auditor General's opinion. According to him, upon completion of the process, separate reports will be submitted to both chambers, and once the reports are endorsed, they will be sent to the President for implementation. The Joint Public Account Committee Chairman, Clarence Garr, said there are two reasons leading to the conduct of the public hearings, including naming and shaming and reinstitution. Meanwhile, the hearings expected to take place every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Witness the separate appearance of authorities of the Ministry of Public Works, Liberia Opportunities Industrialization Center, and the National Disaster Management Agency. So the three areas they touch the Ministry of Public Works, the separate appearance of the authority of the Ministry of Public Works, and Liberia Opportunities Industrialization Center, and the Liberia Disaster Management Agency. And it all went down to the Joint Public Account Committee, European Union, Liberia, Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, and the Liberian Senate. So with this, we listened to Representative Garr, and later on come in with our analysis on the floor.
Give fair opinions from various chambers. We also want to inform the public, those who are here and far away, that this hearing has been called by almost all of the media outlets in Liberia, most especially the EMBT. I want to say to you, this hearing and this process will be war of partisanship, regional relationship, and any form of partisanship. We want to assure you, be professionals enough in ensuring that value for money is achieved. I want to say thank you to all, and may God bless all and have a good day. We have self-introductions of the witnesses from Public Works.
So, the Honorable Joint Committee, I'm Roland Lafayette Giddens, Minister of Public Works. So, like I said, as head of the delegation here from the Ministry of Public Works, the Honorable Joint Committee on Public Accounts, I'm Roland Lafayette Giddens, Minister of Public Works. I have a team of other colleagues here from the IIU, which is the unit responsible to manage the project, and also from the peer review. So they will go ahead and introduce themselves.
After the introduction, then we can put them.
As Honorable Chair of the Public Accounts Committee, and other members of the Public Accounts Committee, my name is Emmanuel K. Baker, and I'm the Program Manager. My name is Emmanuel K. Baker, and I'm the Program Manager of the Infrastructure Implementation Unit, Ministry of Public Works. I'm the one spearheading the implementation of the program. Thank you.
Honorable Chair of this committee, honorable distinguished member of the committee, my name is Papi Daniels, honorable PF Communication. Thank you.
Honorable Chair of the committee, members of the committee, my name is Will Harris, Campaign Program Manager, IIC, Ministry of Public Works.
The Honorable Chair of the committee and members, my name is D. Larry Reed. I'm the Procurement Specialist at the Ministry of Public Works Infrastructure Implementation Unit.
Honorable Chair, members of the committee, the working project accountant.
Could I hear you, sir?
Where the microphone Honorable Chair, members of the committee, I'm currently outgoing project accountant at Revenue Asset Management Project at IIC.
Honorable Chair and members of the committee, I'm Reverend Siako. I'm the Senior Auditor on the project for application at the Ministry of Finance.
Honorable Chair and members of the committees, I'm Jerry Wondi, Program Assistant at the Infrastructure Implementation Unit, Ministry of Public Works.
With the final introduction of the witnesses, we will ask the Sergeant of Arms to administer oath to our witnesses.
And that's why we came with the requisite individuals who have been with the project. Of course, I ran into the project also when I became Deputy Minister at the Ministry of Public Works in 2014, when it started. And so I have some understanding about the project. So as Minister of Public Works, we'll be ready to address some of the issues raised and also make suggestions as to how we go forward with implementing these projects, especially supported by our donor partners. And I know one of the key issues that we've seen in the project is about the issue of tax exempt, which got its pros and cons, and I'm sure we'll be having some of the conversations about it. So, Honorable Chair, members of the joint committee, we are here and of course ready to address the issues. Thank you.
Okay. We want to thank you, Mr. Minister. On this note, we will have the Auditor General of the Republic of Liberia, represented here by a deputy, to give a key summary of the audit report.
Thank you. Presentation outlines. The first issue is the lack of growth. Go back, please. Growth.
Transaction requires supporting documentation. Management made payments for goods and services require adequate supporting documentation amounting to US $1,462,559.24 to validate the authenticity of the transactions. No supporting documentation from the NP. 2Ds for them brought by the contractor were not made available for inspection during the audit. Payment without quotations. Goods purchased amounting to US $18,093.80 without supporting documents such as quotation, day evaluation reports, etc. Non-compliance and maintenance of Flat 1 and 2 project gaps.
I was the Minister of Finance when this agreement was consummated between the government of Liberia. I was the Minister of Finance when this agreement was consummated between the government of Liberia and the World Bank. I just want to make it clear to the Liberian people that when the Minister of Public Works talks about donor finance, that this project was a loan. It's a loan project. So you know that we are obligated to pay. I think the question here has to do with withholding on compensation for the PIU. I know that the international staff and so on, there was some argument there, but the local staff compensation is the key issue here, as well as Liberians is supposed to contribute to Social Security for their retirement from employment. The Auditor General has observed that this was not done. In this case, for those Liberians who have worked on this project for this many years, and we did not withhold Social Security contribution and send it to NASCOP, should they retire tomorrow, their ability to retire comfortably is diminished. And I think this is a serious issue that needs to be discussed.
So what has happened, because that was not done on the last project, like I said, I'm sure the decision was that because there was this incident, it was pending. And I think it was not. So you realize that
Mr. Minister, you are on oath. Let me remind you.
I don't know.
When these audits were done, there were management letters given, and these queries were responded to by management. So your statement here should be in line with your responses. Because if you look at the management response here, you acknowledge the GSC query, and you say management were not aware that these things should be going on. There's your response. So you can't come and say there was an exemption. Because when the audit was going on, GSC took into consideration the agreement. If the exemption were not specified in the agreement, you cannot do that. So you have to be specific here to tell us that this is what the agreement says. So before you continue.
Yeah, I'd like to add quickly, Margaret Thomas. This is an additional information that you're providing to this August body that there was an exemption. So if there was an exemption, can you also provide that document that relates to the exemption as it relates to that contract, so it can be able to guide us in the reporting process?
So I will have the IIU to that the letters at the time of the decision on either, like I said, to do 100% exempt or to apply taxes. And the letter signed by the Minister of Finance at the time, the Minister of Public Works at the time, to deal with that particular issue. And like I said, I don't think on the issue of income, it should have been applied. Because anybody who works within the country should do that. And that's what we're trying to address that on the other project, like the secret. The other project that the taxes being deducted from those who work in the IIU with the employees, but their communication to that. And I'm sure on that one, like I said, the exempt on equipment and all the other pickup tools that we use for the project will be applicable. But to that of income, I personally do not think it was supposed to be something that was supposed to be applied to. And so going forward, we try to correct that. If you honor the secret project, which is not paying for a road from Sakopee to Taputa, which is the second lot that's being paid for by the World Bank. But it should be applied to personal income. Let me see.
Again, the letters we have here, basically they're talking about import exemptions and taxes on projects. That's not the argument here that my colleague is making. That's not the argument we are making. And I think that's not the argument here. The argument here is withholding of taxes for employees. When instruments come to the legislature for ratification, the whole purpose of ratification is for the legislature to consent to tax exemptions on duties related to the projects, the machines.
Okay, so we listen to Senator Amara Conan and Representative Clarence G. Garb. Both are the heads of the Public Account Committee. So, in conclusion of the report on yesterday, the committee, through its chairman, Clarence G. Garb, after cross-examining witnesses from the Ministry of Public Works, found out that there were discrepancies of the part, let's say on the part of the ministry, and has ordered the ministry to remit into government account the amount of US $1,512,666. Yeah, of the Seco and Chico construction companies. The money is the non-deduction and remittance of withdrawing taxes on the infrastructure implement unit, amount to US 110.138.28 non-deduction and remittance tax and duties. Chico and Seco, which mounted to US $1,512,601.6, and no deduction and remittance of vendors. Withholding taxes amount to US $47,980.88. The committee did not review witnesses from the National Disaster Management Agency due to the absence of the director of the agency. Now, we're moving somewhere. The government know that they will do something good, right? Okay, if they will do it good, then we will. I told you from the onset that Representative Clarence G. Garb and Senator Amara Conan presence on the hearing will make a little difference. Unless for some time people can start things good and later change. But Representative Clarence G. Garb, who comes from the private sector with a wealth of experience, and Senator Amara Conan, who comes from the finance ministry, you know, Amara knows more about many of the D's, serving as a former finance minister. So he understands the relationship between the public work and the Ministry of Finance. So he being kicked in the back seat by this government, he wouldn't want to do any shoddy deed with the government to compromise his integrity, giving him as one of the top officials who brought this government to prominence. So, Amara and Clarence is the head on public account, on the Joint Public Account Committee. So they talk about the committee cross-examining witnesses from the Ministry of Public Works, found out that there were discrepancy. So the discrepancy means there were difference between the various documents presented by the public work. So if the World Bank went into an agreement with the Liberian government, maybe, and make available a huge donation of money for a project, a particular project in Liberia, like they mentioned about Siko and Chico. Siko is the one that built the road from the Morovia, from Red Line to Banga. Then you got the Chico. Chico is the one building that Banga to Menikoma road. So they now went in and said there were monies that were diverted. So it means the money they are aware that was allotted, that was brought in or donated to the government by the World Bank, was never used for the intended purpose. So now they're telling us here now that the money or the sale amount, they requesting now the Public Account Committee to the chairman Clarence Guy, they are asking the public work to remit. To remit, it means to put back in government account. So it like something good will come from them. So let listen to them, right? On the part of the ministry, let's go back, right? They say, after cross-examining witnesses from the Ministry of Public Works found out that there were discrepancy on the part of the ministry and has ordered the ministry to remit into government accounts the amount of US $1,512,066. So that the money like I'm missing of the Siko and Chico construction companies. So that the money they put in from the Siko and the Chico construction companies, right? Okay. So they say they must refund the money, they must send it back to government account. They won't. They can develop river cells, small as river cells. They can pull current all in river cells, build Google building in river cells, and take all the touch horses from river cells. So the monies is the non-deduction and remittance of withholding taxes on the infrastructure implement unit, amounting to US blah 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 blah. So the public account yesterday went through the first hearing, and this is what they came up to. So they went in and told us that the next hearing will be on tomorrow, Friday. We hope to get an update on that as well. So let me inform you that the act of public hearing from this ministry, that's from the GSC, is not but the will of the legislature. No, it is an act that was created by the GAC in 2015. So section 4.2D calls for a general hearing by the legislature. So all the money that came in the country, how the people use it, some of the ministry, they will find serious, discrepancy, serious financial misappropriation. Some of the ministry that wanted they own public work, because public work was just get us on there. Look at the kind of things that they did at first. They start telling how they bought deck to backfill, rehabilitation roads. How can that be possible? They will put that money back in their account. That kind of broad day criminality will not accept it in Liberia. Thank you that on Clarence G. Guy, the head of that committee, and that of Senator Amara Konem, they will do well. The legislature have been branded as a tool that always been compromised. But in a much under the stewardship of Representative Clarence Guy, we know that something good will come from out of there, because there are certain good lawmakers. When you put them on certain committees, that committee will flourish. That committee will come out with a good result. So we are looking up to them. They have come up with the first one. Now they're asking the people to send the money back into government account. When you send it back now, then after everything, if they fail to send it now, the public account will write and send the complaint of these individuals who are involved into the money issue to the judiciary, and the judiciary now will prosecute them. So if you fail to pay the money back as been instructed by the committee chairman Clarence Guy, they will go to jail. And I want part the legislature now and the judiciary standing against the executive, because anybody from the executive, if you steal, the legislature know that you don't steal, the judiciary should prosecute you and send you to jail. They think about, that not anything that the representative Clarence said. He never wanted any religious interference or the president interference into the issue. So thank God that he's running things on his own as a chairman. So honorable chairman on public account, Representative Clarence Guy, we say thank you very much for the start of the hearing. When it continues like this, people who've been eating the Liberian money on a dubious basis will not go free. There are people who ate money on a George Weah administration today. They grow stomach. They're passing around acting as if they work for the money, but they got it at the expense of the potato grain seller in the market, the coke seller in the market. Today, they're using the very people money when they go run campaign. They expect the people to be singing praise and worship to them. If you attempt to disagree with them, then they say you are a disgraceful citizen. You are against the progress of the state, as if God gave them certain portion of this country that when they come, they should inherit it and make themselves very rich in the country. What kind of wickedness is that? Bulk of the guys in leadership are very wicked. Look at the amount they're talking about here. $1,512,066. Look at that. So you get a few people that just sat and divided the money. And when they divided the money now, everything was just going on the carpet. So they probably work again. We want them to dig the other issue that surrounding the Mange, that their company, where they get the contractor at first on the Robert Tree International Highway. That all dubious company they brought in and just awarded them so many $1 million contract. They building road during rainy season. They be building international road during rainy season. When you pop the road up, dry season now, when the sun makes the deck dry, then the quota start to pop up and it will start to sink. So the problem work, they had one of the major problems in the country. The road said the Chinese people built some part of the road now around the Carrisburg area. They get pop holes on the road. You park by there, you going somewhere around the scene around Carrisburg, that's it, the 15 gate area, pop holes on the road. And you had technical a team from the public work to observe the workings of the Chinese people. Chinese people will come because they want the money. So if they form a cahoots or a deal with the guys from the public work, anything they put there, much a fund, because Chinese people probably like design. So when they put a fund thing there, the Liberian people say, okay, your engineer, the Liberian engineer from public work, they say fine. They say okay. They made a report, Chinese people contract done, they gone, they take that money, gone back to China. They got nothing to do with you and myself. Then the engineer who they took the bribery from now, they and us, we are in the country now, we're riding our old pickup and Jeep on that pop hole. It will have resulted to many of our cars can still long. So you see the kind of wickedness. You get rich at the expense of the common people, the poor people. You guys want to Oma who went so Vita. You got tax collector in the market taking and buying, let's say selling ticket to them. They pay $10, $20. Then you as a minister, your horse on direct. You're not paying tax to LEC. You buying gas, the government responsible to get gas coupon. They owe my $20 and $30 from the market. That's what they're using to buy gas for you. At the end, they say build a good road that the owner will use, lay motor back to bring a coal to the market. You go and compromise that one and face substandard road. After 1-2 years, you see the road start having a pop holes. Then you start to collect another money again from the owner so they can build another road. What wickedness is that? This has been on Petra in the country. Representative Guy, we hope that you will come down very high on this decision. And you one person who I have heard about, and I have known you not to be the person who can compromise things easily, especially with regards to the interest of the majority. We hope that you will do another great one on tomorrow, Friday. That national disaster management thing, they say you now went into the hearing because the director was not there. The director then, when they notice that they have messed up, they will not want to turn up because they want to be behind and using certain people to be talking for them, because they know that when they come to public, they will be disgraced. They had one was disgraced. So after eating the money, I think there's serious argument between them. I mean, I told you don't do that thing. Yeah. So serious argument between them. But the legislature don't care about that one. They must put the money back to the government account through the LRA. They must pay that money and carry the flare receipt, so we can know that they not pay that money. What kind of wickedness that? All living in the country, you're not more than somebody. What book you think you better know that make you that you will get money for everybody in the country? What kind of wickedness that? So a big call, yeah. Let's go to the line and get your reaction on this public account issue. But the cash giveaway is on, yeah. Keep playing. That's star 799 hatch. Okay, and select number 8 voice Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win yourself $2,500 Liberian. Soon you win. We send your money. 0770-907-907. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Joe. How do you do?
I'm fine. Your name and where you come from?
Yeah, my name is James Wade, and I'm the chairman of the Veteran Assembly, District 16, Nikutan.
Yes, yeah, you.
Yeah, I love the stand that the legislature are taking. The audit are supporting, 100%. Anybody that eats the Liberian people money, you must be audited and you must pay it back, and you should bear the consequences. It was the prerogative of the government of the past president, President Weir, to audit, any government. Can you imagine? GSC reported, these documents are there. If you monitor the Sackville newspaper, October 26, 2018 edition, Thursday, there was GSC reported and stated that the fiscal year of 2013-2014, 200 million United States dollars was all accounted for under any regime. You understand that? That report is laying out there.
And they make you a family ship.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
The
Thank you.
government should have requested for the report in there. Those who are responsible.
Thank you.
So I support the audit, the audit, 100%. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Let's take another person. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
The name remains Emmanuel Giado. Call you from Bangasede Pong County.
Emmanuel, thank you for joining us. Let's hear you.
Let me appreciate you this afternoon, and also let me appreciate Representative Karen Guy and his colleague. That's the best. That's the reason why we always pray to God for people like Karen Garden to spearhead such a committee.
Okay.
Because at times when they put people on the committee, they only go there for that own interest. In fact, when people or group of people have been indicted, they run behind people to get their own share. So I strongly believe that Karen Guy, he will now put himself into that issue because he thinking it's Liberia. For the common people, they ought to have something that we wouldn't reach up to that target. At least when we say a little sweeter and team, at least we will be able to benefit from the national kit. But when you put a thing in there to do the reporting, you will see some ministers run by again and come and do their own. We saw it even during our own power regime. A lot of money will enter into Bonkane, yet by the end of the day, we never see any other good impact.
Okay.
So we are appealing to them that they should only do it to public work, but all of them administrators, they should audit them and let the right thing be done. Thank you for affording me opportunity.
Thank you, my brother. You have a great day. Hello?
Yeah, hello, my brother.
Your line is very deplorable.
You getting me now?
Okay, you okay. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I said, cool.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me say thank you very much for our
Your line is bad. Your line is bad. Let's see. We talk to a different person. Change your location and call back. Hello? Hello? Oh, this person going off to 0770907907. Hello? Hello? Your line is bad as well. Will you change your location a bit? Your line bad. Hello? Yeah, the line, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, the call keep coming. Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Your name and where you join us from?
This is Ansu Katama speaking for you from district number 14 to be precise. Thank you for your topic on discussion. You know the audit that is going on within this country, some people who are looking, the world government is run in many ways. And they're trying to share my lay an idea on your platform. I listened to some other callers saying that because the auditing is going one side. It's true right now, the public welfare ministry, I think the government is doing well. I think they're listening to radio, the type of amount of money they are generated. So if the audit will go to public work and feed to the GAC, no other person that within government, every government institution needs to be audited to see how best we need transparency. To build this country, it not depends on government, it depends on every one of us. So for the audit that is going on, we are appealing to any other ministry or agency when they reach to you, please, do not hesitate. Just make sure follow the procedure, therefore way to see how best so we can have a better Liberia. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you. You made your point. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you live. Let's hear you. Yeah, let's hear you.
I appreciate you for taking your time to this forward of the farm. Just like you are people. You see the issue of other issues every time so I investigated the other prosecutor. It came to Liberia time, down to court time. But my concern has to do with why all of these other people that were brought up doing when I investigated by.
My man, and now what we talking here, man? We talking about report this regime. We talking about Maranseli. What the regime got to do with Maranseli? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you live. Let's hear you.
Thank you, brother, for the topic on our discussion. My name is Victor P. Chabo. I do join you from Manufacturer, to be precise, Africa.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Brother, I want to say a big thanks to you for the education that you always provide for our people. I once person monitor you once in a blue moon.
Okay.
And today I just tuning in and I'll be also tell you hitting our people. What you are doing now, if we are going to do that from 1979, the process that we are going through, we're not going to go through that. So I want to say a big thanks to you. It is good to give a man his flower when that man is alive. So I want to say a big thanks to you. Keep it up. Let God continue to guide you and protect you. And quickly to the issue. The government is carrying audit. They are auditing people. That's fine. It's a firm decision. But sometimes I ask myself, all of the audits that always go on, where are the results? Where are some of the punishment those people that are guilty in those audits? Where are some of the punishment given to them? What the crime? What the charges are given to them that we see some of them? We say, oh, John Brown was audited and he was found guilty and the jury to South Beach. People go and see you. We don't see those things. We don't hear people seeing this thing. So I see that to be a charade. They want to make fool out of the market women as he stated in the market who say the better ball, who pay the taxes to the government. They want to make fool out of them. That's why sometimes I always tell people, you can fool some people sometimes, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. Everything you do under the sun, one day you will be able to get a come. Brother, the only thing we need to do in this country, we need to get on our knees and pray to the Almighty God to give us a leader, not a ruler, that will love us, that will cherish us, that will feed for Mama Liberia. Because Mama Liberia is bleeding so long. Every time people corrupt, people kill people, and nothing comes from other aid. So, brother, I just want to say thank you for this show. Continue your good work. Continue to educate our people, and God will bless you. Have a good and godly working day.
Thank you, and have a nice one too. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I think the legislature in New York said that people brought for the past year, those running they were sure. You take the example of the common people. But now that the way the corner there, I think the corner there will be no business as usual. So let me appreciate a lot of the corner, but all you need people there. I don't really want to restrict it. We still call there. I'm going to restrict the president for me. Because I'm not there. There's so many people here for me. Call for all the other things there.
Okay.
I appreciate the corner.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, let's hear you. Your name and where you call from.
Yes, Amos calling. I call from Banga Public.
How is Banga, Amos?
Well, we are saying down full of rain.
Oh. The ring on the side too. Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, when we talk about olive, the only thing that will please me when they regain.
When you hear somebody not go to jail. When you hear somebody not go to jail,
Malama.
You say the only thing that will please you.
The only thing that will make me to be pleased about the regime. The fight money, the inaugural program money. Then the government come to investigate our people and tell the public how the money was spent.
Okay, thank you. That's not what we're talking right now. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, your name and where you call from?
My name is
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, my only advice I got for those that carrying on the other thing, the government will have to provide good security for them. They need very good security to protect them because Liberia, all kind of things happen. The politicians can do all kind of things.
To protect who now?
So, to protect those that really carrying that auditing
that representative doing it. That one they tell you representative a free person who just get up and be passing around in club.
Yeah, but if it has that, they're gonna have to protect it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. You made a point. Yeah, he said the people need protection. Yeah, that's true too. But do people you think they are free? So keep the entry coming as we will be taking calls. That's *799# OK, select number 8 was a Liberia. Play with $1 Liberian dollars and win the $2,500 Liberian dollars. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and where you call from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Turkey. This is Washington here.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you for your effort in making in studio there. But I hope you have to go across the board.
No, you're going across. Hello, listen. The entire auditing thing or audit hearing is going across. In how much the GAC has the authority to audit all of the government operating agency and ministry. So that they just started yesterday. So this is they just started yesterday. That yesterday on a report we giving you so tomorrow again.
Tomorrow when you reach to other people, you have to go across. You have to talk the same thing.
Hey, my brother, you think somebody pay me?
Go back to other people.
You think somebody pay me to compromise things here? The one that will come, that I will tell you, yeah, brother.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so keep the entry so we can pick a winner. Then afterward, we go back to our next talking point. But 0770 907 907. Margibi County to benefit a university. Wow, the legislature has approved that. Hello? Hello? You can't be there spoiling my ear, young as I am. You want to make me, get old before my time? When I'm walking, people talking to me and I can't get them. Come on, don't do that to me. 0770-907-907. 0770-907-907. The Joint Committee on Public Accounts at the National Legislature conducted its first hearing on yesterday from the GAC. Daniel Dia is following. And it's Ron Moravian. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you come from?
I've been calling from Pennsylvania City.
Yeah, Ivan, let's hear you.
The GSC gotta be very serious with it, all this in business, because we can remember doing we are routine. The people kill people, then they kill the other thing, and then everything just go like that. So now I want for the GSC to be very serious in what they are doing, and they should take it very seriously.
No, listen. Dana GSC the one now that doing the 1 year. The GSC now conduct their report already. So let me tell you how the whole thing looking at, right? Okay, let me explain the portion. Listen to the radio. The GSC gone to the people. What the GSC will go there, what they have gathered from you, that what they will carry to the House of Representatives, and because it is by law. So the law that established the GSC, the act that was created in 2015, Article 4 states that when they have conducted all of the audit, they will bring it to the legislature, and once they bring it to the legislature now will call the representative of the GSC with their report, then and call the partners or the people who are involved in the investigation of the report or the audit. Then the representative now that their responsibility by law to ask the GSC, you said the people did it right, okay, it is in your boat, why you brought it, right? Yeah. So Mr. My friend GSC said they won't key in, they won't happen. Why is it that it happened and not like this? So they will be comparing your document by reality. So if it contradicts that what the committee chairman, Representative Clarence guy said, the report from that public work has discrepancy. So they were asking them, or they are asking them to remit, to remit means to put back or send back that amount of money, we're talking about. Too many US dollar we're talking about here. So they will have to send it back so the people can know exactly that the legislature, the 55th legislature, is up for different things. That's part they got some dirty one in there, they got some wicked one in there, they got some evil one in, but they got clean ones among them. They got good ones among them, but they got some of them there who just went for the pay. They got some of them there who just went because they won a title. They got some of them there, they know nothing. They not know book, nothing at all. They are completely off track. So that one now they can be using for so say one, so say all. Many of them, they only members on committee. And because they are members on committee, you see them be running behind the committee heads. So the legislature, they got Google one in there, they got some sharp one, they get Google brains. Yeah. You see, like Senator Amara Kone. Amara is a sharp senator, very good. Senator, Nukwe, Emmanuel Nukwe is one of the sharp senator, but he's been quiet these days. I don't know why he's been quiet these days, but I got an information of recent that he's been working on the foreign scholarship, where he got some guys graduating from out of country, India, Indonesia, and Rwanda. They got a couple of guys coming back from Canada as well. They got a couple of guys graduating from the senator scholarship. So Senator Nugwe will say thank you too for that one. Yeah, thank you. He one of the best brain at the Senate. And Senator Dillon, I one of the good senator, but he talks too much. So sometimes people can talk too much, can lie at times. So he now talk to everybody, now understand the talking he can talk now. So people not ready to follow him these days. But he's good too. He's good. He's very, very good at asking questions, and he's kind of good. Yeah, Senator Dillon, I wanted the good senator, but he can talk too much. So like the legislature, the representative, you got even the speaker. He's a very sound speaker. Yeah, you got Dixon Sibo, Representative Dixon Sibo, Representative Frank Safoko, Representative Clarence Guy, Representative, let me make your last one now, Representative Yake Koluba. Yake is one of the best brains, let me tell you. Not because the way Yake can take your own issue can make some both vexed and some both happy. Yake is one of the best brains at the legislature. Yake can be the one who can spark up the issue. Then when you spark it up, now then you see some the smart one that will collect it from Yeke. They go and have it investigated and come back with it on the floor and re-bring it as if that their own idea. But if you very thoroughly listen to Yeke's speeches, you will know that many of the things that the legislature involved with can come from Yeke. Yeke, the one can spark it up before the men can grab it and can rebrand it and put it in different form and bring it back. But Yeke very smart. So we say thank you. So that's all we have for the joint committee on public accounts at the legislature. So that's the report. We will be looking up to then on tomorrow. And the next one we're going to be looking at, we got very three things quickly to rush with on this last portion of the bit and pieces. President Buakan has renominated officials for local government positions in Margibi County following queries and expectations by United Party supporters in Margibi County, and also leaving a lot of supporters in suspense with bitter pills or bitterness in the administration of President Joseph Boakai. So, of recent media run through of recent, the president appointed the local government officials, and after the appointment, certain group of people came and said they never wanted, those people appointed by the president, and they had a lot of issues. They went on having roadblocks on the Wiyala Kakata Highway. They set a roadblock, and later it was resolved, and they went to the Senate Pro Temporary, Yomblin Lawrence, as they will call her rescue mother, and she gave them some assurity, but then everything has turned upside down. I don't know what is her position at the moment. So the president reaffirmed his appointment in Margibi County. So we go to, at long last, President Boakai submits Margibi local official names to Liberian Senate for confirmation. President Joseph Boakai has renominated officials for local government positions in Margibi and submitted their names for confirmation to the Liberian Senate. The nominees are B. Louis Kine, County Development Officer, and Toge Samu Zawi, County Administrative Officer. If I pronounce your name well, then that some of the names are not English names. Number 3, Samuel N. Wakete, Commissioner of Sinta Township. Number 4, Mistress Maria Doe, County Finance Officer. 5, Reverend Bangawo Eddie Sebo, City Mayor of Kakata City. Number 6, you got Jude Z. Smith as City Mayor of Unification City. Others are Martin K. Sinemba, Commissioner of Laketa Township. Mr. Arthur G. Colley as Commissioner of Bolola Township. Number 9, you got Mr. Samuel Willie as Commissioner of Charlesville Township. Number 10, Madam Rebecca Hills, Commissioner of Mamban District. 11, William Lemuel, Commissioner of Gibi Administrative District. Senate Secretary Nambolo Singwe read the President's communication to Senate Pro Temporary Yobli Kanga Lawrence on Tuesday, July 16, 2024. President Boakai urged the Senate to expedite the confirmation process. The Senate plenary has forwarded the communication to the Committee on Internal Affairs for confirmation. So that long halu balu in Margibi, let me inform you that now President Joseph Boakai, he has reappointed the people he appointed. So they think it just appear like the president will not know, he never knew what he was doing. So y'all who the citizen or supporter came out, y'all want to do your own thing, y'all want to demand the president to appoint at your will. So it even led to the superintendent writing communication with a lot of names who you want to work with, So this just exposed the grudge in United Partisans in Margibi. Margibi should not be like that. The leadership of Margibi, if a president appoints leader from the county, everyone is Margibian, right? So all of you now should wrap it around the president, write it around the leader who is appointed to succeed. Once the president succeeds, your county has succeeded. But the thing will appear as if John Brown is being appointed as commissioner, and I feel that when under John Brown administration, I will not be prioritized, so I will not give the due courtesy to John Brown. No, it should not be so. The person has been appointed by the president. The due courtesy should be given the person in how much you supported this government. Even if you did not support the government, the person is now your leader. Go in line and work with the president so you can have the betterment, of the county. So you can have a good one in the county. Now, to run through, the Liberian Senate voted unanimously to concur with the House of Representatives on the establishment of Margibi University. The unanimous decision makes a pivotal movement in the educational landscape of their country and the nation as a whole. The newly approved legislation, an act to repeal the 2012 Act creating the Habel College and to establish in lieu thereof Margibi University and grant it a chapter, received strong legislative support and reflects a consensus among lawmakers on the need to alleviate educational institutions to meet modern challenges and opportunities. The bill ordinarily introduced by Margibi County Electoral District 2 Representative Alpha Jones. Okay. Honorable Alpha Jones, gear extensive deliberation and security from the Joint Committee on Education and Public Administration, Judiciary, Human Rights, Claims and Petition, and Ways, Means, and Finance Budget. Wow, they didn't go far. Okay. The comprehensive report recommended that the establishment of Margibi University to replace Habel College. You're listening? So they can replace Habel College. So it's like the Habel, in how much they establishing Margibi University. Okay, let's finish with the reading first. The comprehensive report recommended that the establishment of Margibi University to replace Habel College, underscoring the institution's upgraded status and expanded educational mandate. Margibi University chapter signifies a committee to academic excellence, innovation, and community development. This transformation will empower students with enhanced learning opportunities and contribution to Liberia's socio-economic growth by producing skilled professionals equipped to meet 21st century challenges. Okay, so let's talk about this more, and later on we will move to another one that has to do with the judiciary. The judiciary has instructed the police inspector Gregory Coleman to arrest serial other foreign national. We'll get to that one. So let's put this in context and move on. Representative Alpha Koklo Jones sent a bill, and his bill was to establish Margibi University. And the various committees on education and public administration, the judiciary, the human rights, the crimes and petition, let's say claims and petition, and ways, means, finance, and budget, in accordance or concurrence with the Liberian Senate, they have all agreed now to establish the Margibi University. And the Margibi University, according to them, will replace the Habel College. So, in a nutshell, the Habel College will not be or will no longer be a college. They will change the name, change the activities, and rebrand it to, let's say, and change everything to the Margibi University. That's what the committee recommended. But then, if you turn it to Margibians, the act of creating the county's university, it should be in the county capital. Let's look at the political aspect of it. The political city of the county Margibi is Kakata. The most populated part of Margibi is Kakata. The community with the highest high schools with 8 graduates, the Kakata. So if you will recommend to plenary that the Habel College to be replaced with the Margibi University, given the understanding that government will pump money into this university to have it bring to the level through the education standard of our country, I think a census should have been conducted. Go back to the county instead of just sitting at the legislature or sitting on the Capitol Hill there and conclude on behalf of the people of Margibi instead. Get to the people in Margibi, conduct a census, ask them where best suited, because the university now is no longer a particular community university. It has become the university of the entire county. So Habel College, it was restricted to Habel. So you have few group of people in authority in Habel that had legitimacy over that university, despite it being a community university, because the restriction will be the board chairman of that university should come from Habel. So if you establishing a university in the name of the county, I think instead of recommending that it should replace Habel College, there should be the building or establishment of the Margibi University in Kakata. Why? Because you got most high school graduates in Kakata who will not make their way possible to Habel. You got most high school putting up high school graduates every year. You got over 50 persons graduating. I mean making it small. You got over 100 persons graduating from Habel. So June's with June's own proposal to the legislature that they should build the Margibi University, it is a brilliant idea. We support that one. It is a brilliant idea. But where I have a low break and misunderstanding, and trying to figure it out is Ramses Singway is to replace the Margibi University with Habel College. But anyway, at time too, it could be good because they already got an infrastructure in Habel. They were using it because I'm talking in two folds, right? I gave you the reason why it's necessary to be built in Kakata and also gave you the reason why it's good to be built in Habel. So in Habel, there is a structure there already. So the structure that in Habel, if they will name it Margibi University, there will be the restructuring of leadership at the university now. So what will happen now will be the superintendent of the county might likely be the board chair on the board of directors at the university in Habel. So the university now will not have a particular community attached and responsible for setting all of things there, but instead it's going to be run under the entire county leadership. So the entire 5 representatives, 6, 7 lawmakers of Margibi will have equal right over that university and will have decision to make over that university. Then you will see that the structure that is already placed there, the money that will be allotted now on behalf of that university, there will be some upgrading and an extension for some colleges that are not part of the university right now. So if you had maybe if the university had just maybe 3 or 4 disciplines, the Habel College maybe had 3 or 4 disciplines, it will help now. The money the government will allot for Margibi University, saying they already got a structure, they will do an extension. So once they're doing the extension, the money they're supposed to take to start new building, they will build an additional building, they will build library, they will build various teacher quarter or whatever to standardize the university. And please, my Gibeons, we don't want your issue to be like how the Bofe college in Banga happened. The people in Banga there, they ate that people money, and up to current that university still running in an incompleted building. So Magibi people, this is a very good idea to have a university bearing the county name, or to have the county university. Bomi Gare, Baso Gare, Bonkande Gare, despite their own being underdeveloped because they ate the money. I think the whole former President Joe Howard Taylor name, I think you having I think pre-Moy then you were in a building in Bangladesh. They said they ate the money. So we don't want the leadership of Magibi. When the money is allotted, then you do it your way. Then the citizens will stand against you, because we know what the people of Magibi were doing. When we say standing against you, they will not take rock or they will not black road. No. But standing against you, they will not re-elect some of you. Plenty. Honestly. We know them. They are good at that one. So, Representative Alpha Kokolo Jung, we say thank you, yeah? Those are good representatives at the house there who can propose, who can think beyond the box, who will make a rational decision so that their people will be, alleviated from poverty. Because once you got a university, the university will create job for people around there. The university will, students will attend the university, postgraduate, and they'll have the technical understanding about life. They will work. They will be useful in society. So society will remember Alpha June, that it was Alpha the one who proposed the bill to the House of Legislature that they place today we're using as Magibi University got established. So Representative Alpha June, we say thank you. Despite I don't know him, right? I have seen him, but we have not had any interaction. Yeah. But when you do good as a leader, we have to tell the people that you have done exceptionally well. Like we praising Representative Guy. Yes, and Amara. I don't know Amara Kone. I don't know him. I don't even think I have seen him, honestly. Unless maybe where we appear on an occasion and he don't even know me too as well. But that's how it is. So my Gibeons will benefit their university shortly. Now we move to our next. I just want to put everything in the nutshell, and at the close, then we open the line. You will give your thought on the university, or give your thought on the last D, as we will go about to have it concluded. Now we move on to the judiciary. The judiciary will give the authority to Police Inspector General Gekwe Komo to arrest serial foreign national. And it's been reported, before I go in depth, it's been reported, it's alleged that Senator Mangel knows something about the foreigners who were mining in Baburu County. Those are the shadow deeds bulk of our leaders can be involved with. They made themselves rich. When they come back to us, we won't be praising them. Now, let me read a letter from the judiciary. It reads, Judiciary Branch, Republic of Liberia. Gabriel Coleman, Inspector General of Police, Liberia National Police, LNP, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia. Subject, open arrest order. July 18, 2024. That today they gain that order, yeah? So, let me read. By directive of His Honor, we say, Alphonsus, we say, assigned Sacred George 16 Judiciary Sacred Court, Babolu County, and upon receipt of this open arrest order from the county sheriff of the 16 Judiciary Sacred Court, Babolu County, Republic of Liberia, his deputy, you are hereby ordered to arrest the living bodies of Gil Finch. These are foreigners and their name pronunciation will be different, yeah? Yeah, G-A-O, Gao, right? So Gao Frank Aki buried that the first person. Zane Yin, that the second person. Muntaka buried. Randy Scott, Lei Yenju. Then you got Mo Halung. Yeah, these are Chinese and Korean guys, right? They very plenty. So, yeah, you can really name all of them, right? So, the last person is Money Man Jackson. They won't look at a librarian man. Money Man Jackson. In order to be identified, charged with the commissions of the crimes of economic sabotage, tax evasion, criminal conspiracy in the county of Bapolu, Republic of Liberia, when they shall be forwarded. Yeah, I come here. Assuming and reading in Bapolu County, Republic of Liberia. Okay. And have been on the run and have them detained. They say when you arrest them, they've been on the run. When you arrest them, you must detain them. Honor your custody until the next working day, when they shall have been forwarded to the 16th Judicial Circuit Court, Bapolu County, Bopolu City, to answer to the charges mentioned Sobra. And for the duties, this shall constitute your significant and legal authority. This is signed by Emmanuel Z. Wallaba, clerk of 16 Judicial Circuit Court, Bapolu County. So, we are informed that these foreign nationals, let's see whether we could have their photos so you can see them. These foreign nationals are involved into mining in Bapolu County. They are illegally mining in Bapolu County, extracting our resources from country. And when they will exploit the resources from the country, will be left only with the deck. So if they will come and take the gold, because they are mining gold and diamond. Gold and diamond are not plum tree that when you cut the root will grow and it will bear. No. Gold and diamond under the ground, when you dig it out, it finish. That one that God put it there. You got no authority as a human to put some back. So the people are exploiting the resources from the country with illegal mining activities, especially in Bapolu. So we are informed allegedly that the senator of Margibi County, Nathaniel Mangill, knows about the mining of these guys in Bapolu County. We are still on investigation. It's alleged, and if his hands is in it, we don't expect him to be into such a deed. And if he's not part of it, we tell him thank you that he's not part of it and should not form part of it. So we are informed that it's being alleged that Senator Mangill is the one, when he was serving as a minister of state for presidential affairs under former President George Weah, they went into an agreement with these guys and they established the company there. The guys came in and they started mining in Bapolu County. Why mining in Bapolu County? Because of a gentleman agreement. It is not through government. So the people of Bapolu County stand to benefit nothing. So your road they're using to bring their mineral in Monrovia, all of y'all will use that one road when it's poor. They leave you there in Bopolu. They leave you there in Kiambako. They leave you there in Hermanston. They leave you there in all of the communities there. Then they go back in China, in India, in in Italy, they go relax themselves. Then you and I live in country with the suffering after they have the score. Because when the people mining, that the red deck now can start covering the black deck. So the black deck that's supposed to feed your crops when you plant it, to sustain you and your family, because you don't have the resources or the means of working with government, the red deck now will start to complete, that's it, to contaminate the water for the people to drink. The soil will be contaminated. So the people, the inhabitants of the community will find it difficult in finding a pure drinking water. So our people now will suffer to drink dirty water. When few group of people went in an agreement with foreign national, they came in and just went there because they in authority and they feel that they are the law and gospel of the country. They just send them in the county there, and the people just go about exploiting the resources. So after exploiting the resources, you left with nothing. So Senator Mangel, if you are in the D, it is not a good one. Why were you in fact leave from where Mark give you that you claim as it is your home? You contested there, you are a senator, and now you having a shadow D in Bapolu County on a gold and diamond mining issue. Martin Ken Colley raised these issues once, and later on, the guys were spotted sitting at mines and energy. They have gone there to access lesson. So they were cautioning the Minister of Mines and Energy that these guys complained already at the 16th Judicial Sacred Court in Bopolu. So you can lessen them to be a legitimate miner because they already got a case there. The way they came, we don't know. The way they mining, we don't know. How they mining and where they carrying the resources, we don't know. So it is purely, if it is investigated that they enter illegally, it is purely a criminality. Means they're stealing our mineral from the country. So the guys are on the run. There are too many Jinjan, John, Gunden, Nima, or calling here, they are on the run. I think very few names are there are Liberians. That one part of Kaja and Aha. But the foreign national, all of them resemble, they can change their name anytime they croak it, because once a foreign national comes and go into a deal with your government, they will now want to show the true identity of themselves. So they will go about just croaking anybody that will come their way. So these guys are criminal if it is proven that they are involved deeply, because the court has ordered their arrest. So once the court has ordered their arrest, so that means there is an established case already against them, because the court has already informed us that they have charged them for economic sabotage, tax evasion, and criminal conspiracy. Wow. So the economic sabotage, they came in the country, they ain't paying nothing. We ain't getting anything from them. So they are undermining the economic stability or status of our country, even if it's not stable, but they're undermining the economic status of our country. What's supposed to be given to everybody as a national cake, few group of people are dividing it and sitting over a growing stomach. Then they charge them for economic sabotage, okay, tax invasion. Tax invasion, they're not paying tax because I want our gentleman agreement. Gentleman agreement, anybody here, my man here, that one for me, yeah, that one, that come here for you, yeah. So they want for OB for you, the other more OB for you, that gentleman agreement. So you're not paying a damn to anybody. So you become big ball. Anything you get for you. So they charge them for criminal conspiracy. You see? So considering them to be a criminal, on how they went to the place without legitimacy, without a proper document being signed between they and the government, even though the judiciary, we're trying to go through the matter, but it is up for fair that we know how they came there and where are they at the moment. We are rather informed that they're trying to escape the country. They want to leave the country overnight. And it's again alleged that Senator Mangel know where they are, or maybe he now put in somewhere that maybe after the hour, because Liberia got too many unobserved borders with Sierra Leone, with Guinea. You can walk and cross. Yeah, so once you walk and cross in another country, You the collection and lake equa passport. You go in several. Africa is just your kind of continent that we don't understand at time, right? So yeah, that's it, man. But I'll go to the line and get your reaction on this one. Then we call it a day on Bit and Pieces. So this is Bit and Pieces coming your way from Voice of Liberia, 104.1 in Monrovia, 89.7 in Kakata, Magibi County, Rensselaer, Yen and Singbe is there, and 90.7 in Bangabong County, Tonola Mangil is also there. 0770907907. Call and have your say. And the cash giveaway, that's *799 hatch. Okay, and select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian or 70 cents and win 2,500. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Joe. How do you do?
I'm fine. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, my name is James Bade, and I'm the chairman of the Veteran Assembly in District 16 Nikutan.
Just hear you, James.
Thank you for bringing this topic to the attention of us and the Liberian people at large. You know, concerning the foreigners, I think we got that news, days ago, weeks ago in Bapuru Forest. If I can remember, it was alleged that some labor inspector went there, came in contact with those guys and had them arrested, seized their documents and other things there, upon which it was alleged that those guys, was ordered fire by the Minister of Labor at the time that I can remember. If there is no guys, it's not correct where, alien will just come and they will not go through the proper channel, no work permit, no resident permit, they will just go in the forest and begin digging our soil, taking away our mineral resources to go enrich they and their family in their home. Then our citizens remain in destitute.
Okay, thank you.
I would say kudos to the house if they can order the police director to secure have the guys arrested and then they can't bear the consequences. If there's any punishment whatsoever, they should pay the fine to government revenue that the government can use and develop the country in the interest of the Liberian people. Thank you.
Thank you. You made your point. Hello. When you won't call, you go away from your radio. I can't continue with you because this is a national song we can sing every time. You call in, go away from your radio. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, your name and where you call from?
Well, my name is Andrew Wissey. I join you from Barnesville.
Andrew, let's hear you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Well, I believe that justice should be served. No one should come into Liberia and loot our resources and just walk out. And I want to inform the Liberian people, whosoever have intelligence, you can do a citizen arrest, do not harm them, and just turn them over to the Liberian National Police, and also inform the press to be aware, because some of these people, when they're turned over to the police, they get some bad apple. The other, all the police officers are bad, but there are some bad apple. We don't want them to escape. Then they come and face justice, because these resources that are taken from the country, and we are giving any accountability by paying government revenue. So we need them to answer questions for this. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. 0770907907. We talk also about Magibi University and talk about this resources issue. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you come from?
Yeah, my name is Akiba and I'm calling you from the Crystal.
Let's hear you.
Yeah. How possible is it for human beings to come into the country with equipment and they are somewhere money that the government does not know? So this is the kind of
no, listen. They ain't saying that the government not know that few people can be in the government can do their own thing. This is why they are involving Nathaniel Mangil. They say when he was it's alleged, right? That Mangil during his time as a minister of state, because he was the second most powerful man in Liberia, so he had anything he could do. So he went into agreement with these guys. So anything he could tell the president that they found out. So he brought them, or when they came, they landed in his hand. They went through that deed and they were mining over there for several years. They've been there. So the government now trying to dig it out to find out how they're mining there and however the whole thing going. So we want to find it out, but we're still on investigation.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, let the government be very strong. Nathaniel Mangil is not the government of the country. Tell the government, let's agree that he's part of the government, but he's not the government of the country. So let the government try hard and deal with him. If he is the one who did it, let him be there accordingly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You made your point. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, your name, where you call from?
My name is George Nyangwe. I'm calling from Kazakhstan.
George Nangbe. Let's hear you, George.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. You brought our issue up. But how far it will go when the thing come on a blaze like gas in the fire, but later on it can just go down. Thank you for bringing that thing up. But where the Liberian government will take it? Maybe when some of them go there for judgment, when they receive them, when they can't close them up. So thank you for that. We'll get there to hear it. But it will not be.
Okay, thank you. Hello?
How you doing, my dear brother?
I'm fine. Your name, where you call from?
My name is Lee Harris. I'm a son of a Bela-District, currently calling from Morovia.
Yeah, your district is still poor looting. Oh.
That is our district that these people have been looting over the years. And we have to go on my page. Almost 4-5 years ago, I started flirting this thing, but people did not give us attention because maybe we are small in size and we do not have money. But if you go on my page, you will see all of the agreement that they signed. Imagine where the former superintendent of Bapolo comes from, JKSR, the former Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Nathaniel Palomangeo, the legal Edward Farnball, former assistant minister to internal affairs for operations. They from Bela. The agreement that the people signed with the citizen of Bela was so they giving the citizen of Bela or the township of Bela $1,000 US from January to December. That was the amount that they agreed to. They did not stop there. We got also took the particular company to Bela Fasama. As we speak right now, we said they were going to fix the road, my brother. If I show you photos of the road, you wonder what are the people they are even emo to have done that to their own citizens. The other than we are talking about, they are from the Bela District. All of those people we are talking about,
they have to be grabbed in jail.
They are sons and daughters of the Bela District who enter into that agreement with these people. Just to go and loot all over the Bela District.
But some of them were under obligation. Sometimes when they bring here in court and say the people coming that my interest work with them, you under obligation to do it.
Yeah, but that is where we are saying our own citizens, we have to protest. We protest against these people that you are saying you right. Because every time we protest, they will always come to call that they'll lead the people. There was time when we even closed down their operation, but it didn't begin when they even took their yellow machine, brought in the land, and young people said, those people cannot enter our forest until what is supposed to be done is done. Again, we saw police people going to the place, say, no, you don't see here, you need to let it go. Your people say they are going to handle it. It is good that the current administration of President Joseph Nima Bouaka are taking some decisive steps to be able to end that. The country is very rich, but few handful of people continue to take the resources of the district, of the county, and enrich themselves. I will send you photos. If you can, this is my number. If you can send me your WhatsApp number, I can send you photos. Some of the gold, the diamond guys are taking photos of it, and their operation. I can send you photos of that.
I'm interested, but if I call my number now, you get people who take my number.
Text me your WhatsApp number on this number. Then I will be able to send you all of the information.
Yeah, because if I call the number now. Okay, so take the number and call it later on.
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, go ahead.
0880
080
00
20.
No, 0880 00
Yeah.
90
Yeah.
99.
All right.
Seeing I thought people now start believing them no more. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So you can have your say. We got very few minutes. Let me see whether we can get to our cash giveaway, and then our cash giveaway quickly and give the money to the winner. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
I'm Crunchy Newman. I call from Lover Street.
Crunchy. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Those minor, we call them the hawk miner. You know, the hawk miner, I know in taking things unexpectedly from people and just carry it by themselves. And that hawk mining in Liberia, I've been masterminded by poor people, grass eater who call themselves grassrooter, who have taken resources of this country, grass eater, but they say they are grassrooter. They have come in this country as grass eater to take everything from here and leave this place vulnerable. We ask the government of Joseph Numa Boakai to make sure that those people who are caught in hot money be brought and if found guilty should be dealt with. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. You made your point. Yeah. So keep the entry coming shortly. Let's pick the last winner and go home now. We got just 3 minutes remaining. Dial star 799 hatch. Okay, and select number 8 was Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. And once you play, you win. We send you your money. So shortly, we call it a day. On the overall today, just to inform you, things we discussed today are President Boakai has re-nominated officials for local government position in Margibi County after a long career and expectation by United Partisans. And we also talk about the Joint Committee on Public Account at the National Legislature has conducted its first public hearing in the Auditor General Report on 3 separate audit reports conducted between June 2019 to July 1, 2024. And we also talk about the Education Minister, Jackson Jala, update on the Liberian education sector. Talk about the judiciary has instructed the police inspector Gekri Coman to arrest Syria foreign national for illegally for economic trespass. Yeah, economic sabotage rather, and criminal conspiracy and tax evasion. So they will arrest them. We hope that citizens will do the citizen arrest. If you see someone in your environment, you can certify with them. You can report the issue to the Liberia National Police. So, Bit and Pieces, we want to say thank you ever so much for being on the show today. Bit and Pieces, take break, and we'll be back tomorrow, God willing, at 3 o'clock again, up to 6 o'clock. I have been Edwin Melvin Jua, bringing you all the Bit and Pieces here. Let's hope that we all get together again on tomorrow, same time, same station. Voice of Liberia in Banga and Voice of Liberia in Kakata Margibi County. We say thank you all, family, for being there. Those of you on the online radio, those of you on the online TV, we say thank you ever so much for your concern and being there. Sam Andrews is not too well and seeking treatment. I have been Edwin Melvin Jua. Before I leave you, we come on quickly with Mohammed J. Sharif. Say good evening, Jua. I'm watching from Mamadi Diakete Intellectual Forum in Jokotown, St. Francis community. Okay, thank you. And this person, C. Mabantu Leo Seyon. I'm following from the People Republic of Yanjion City. Okay. And this person, Roberta Riches, so watching. The person, Joe Goffa, he said, we are watching from Jokotown Market on the tallest upstairs building with the market women. Okay. And this person, Cebu Kani, hello, brother. I'm following you from 17th Street. Eta Saki, good afternoon. Voice of Liberia, watching live from Kakata Margibi County. So we say thanks to all of you, Voice of Liberia. I've been Edwin Melvin Jua. We'll be here, God willing, on tomorrow. Have yourself a pleasant good day.
You and me, and how great we used to be.